Hello, hello. Today, I would like to talk about my toxic relationship with Turquoise and how I finally broke free from it. Turquoise is quite tricky. Turquoise is a narcissist. It changes with the light. It changes. Well, you know what? First, please forgive me for my English. That is not my birth language, mother language. I don't know. So turquoise is tricky. Some people see it as blue, others see it as green. And how do I know that turquoise is a narcissist? Because I'm irresistibly drawn to it. I've been used to relationships mixing love and toxicity since I was young. Not huge toxicity. I was quite okay, and I've had loving parents. But there were some situations where they were making me feel guilty, or like everybody has that, and little manipulation here and there, and this old kind of education where they would tell you, oh, you're lazy, or you're that or that, full of judgments and comparison with other people, but nothing too tricky. So yeah, I make this parallel with turquoise, which to me is not a very plain color, is not an authentic color. It's kind of playing between worlds. So as I was accustomed to this kind of relationships, whenever I was seeing turquoise, I was drawn to it like a magnet. And now it's everywhere in my home. I really can't seem to get rid of it, from plates to walls, to books and pillowcases, and even in my artwork. I use it all the time. It's like my eyes are craving it. It's like blue is always too blue, so I end up adding yellow, green to make it different. I think we all have a bit of turquoise in us, just in different doses. Sometimes I realize I can be turquoise too, like, it's kind of manipulation if I wear a low-cut dress for a date, or if I casually mention someone special to make my partner jealous. This is manipulation, everyday manipulation. And it's kind of toxic. And in these cases, I can even convince myself that it was just about being transparent. But I think it's behaviors we have to see in each other's. Now, if it happens that I do it, I really see it clearly, and I communicate it to my partner. I think that first we shouldn't label everyone as narcissist without first looking at ourselves. It's about recognizing a behavior. It's not about defining someone, because it's like that for everything. There are many nuances. Life isn't just black and white or blue and green. There are many different shades. But okay, that being said, there are some people who are heavily dosed in turquoise, and it's best to avoid them once you recognize the signs. So how do we spot them? Here are some clues. They have a tendency to guilt trip others in the name of family, friendship, love, or work. They can shift responsibility or avoid it altogether. They don't really clearly communicate their needs or their feelings. They give ambiguous answers. They can change their opinions, behaviors, and feelings depending on the situation. They have this tendency also to doubt and criticize others without seeming to. They are really good at playing the victim to gain pity of others. They are good liars, very good liars. In general, they are egocentric. They cannot really handle criticism. They disregard others' rights and needs. And in general, I feel that they create a sense of unease and confusion. So again, we can all recognize some of these traits in ourselves. But if someone in your life ticks all these boxes and use them daily, in general, you're dealing with some major turquoise. And the tricky part is that they are not all bad. They can be very adorable, too, have very adorable sides. But until they confront their own issues, in general, they won't change. No mud, no lotus, as my lover says. And man, it's not our job to make them change. First, I think it's very pretentious to feel, oh, this person has to change. Who am I to say that? It's just if you don't feel at ease, totally at ease with somebody, you should go on in your path. Life is too short. And most of all, I think we'll end up adding green to our blue if we stay around them, because engaging with them often means playing their game, the game that they built up. So how do we protect ourselves from turquoise? This is a tough question. First, we have to look at ourselves honestly, spot our own toxic behaviors, and take responsibility for our part in these relationships. What do we gain from them? We are never just the victim. This point to me is so important. It's like taking back your power and saying, yeah, okay, I was dancing with this situation. Like always, it takes two to tango, etc. At the same time, while we do this job, we need to give ourselves a lot of love. We need to recognize our own worth and break free from relying on another person for validation. I really have this feeling that I spent too much energy trying to convince others of my worth, and that it's really not necessary, and it's a never-ending quest. At the end, you just need to convince yourself. This is a very general thing that you find everywhere, but it's true. You have to become the love of your life. And that's a lifelong job. And not in an arrogant way, but in a humble, self-respecting way. Just the idea that we deserve to be here and to be considered and treated with love and grace, just by the fact that we exist. And that's when the miracle happens, quietly over time, in a very subtle way. One day, you meet someone who is pure blue, simple and true. Before, you didn't even pay attention to pure blue. Now, you find it simply magnificent.
Just breathe in all the beautiful sunshine, sunshine, sunshine.